Hi everybody, this is Crow the Sandler fan here, and today I'm going to be doing another movie review. And in today's movie review, I'm going to be reviewing a movie that I actually watched for the very first time last week. And yes, I mainly want to watch that movie because one of my favorite rock bands is in this movie, and of course, it's referenced in the movie. I'll definitely explain it in a second when I start to talk about the movie. So this movie is a comedy from 2009. It stars Paul Rudd, Rashida Jones, and Jason Segel, and that movie would be I Love You Man. So the plot for I Love You Man is about Peter, played by Paul Rudd, who's a real estate agent who recently got engaged to the girl of his dreams, which I forget what the girl's name is, but she's played by Rashida Jones. But anyways, they both get engaged, and they plan to have a wedding very soon. Um, but Peter's also a bit lonely because even though he's glad he got engaged, he never had like a, uh he never like had a a single man friend like a man that he would become friends with and would consider him to be his best man. Um, he does try. He he does try pretty hard to find a man who's like a perfect best man for him. Um, and then one day uh Peter met this man named Sydney, played by Jason Segel. Uh, and Peter actually found Sydney to be a pretty interesting guy, and of course Peter later comes over to Sydney's house, and he likes all of Sydney's interests, and they kind of start to bond a little, and they actually start to know each other very well, and Sydney even agreed to be uh, Peter's best friend for for his upcoming wedding. Um, it's basically like the story of of two men uh being friends and sharing like their like bromance, and that's kind of how I can explain the plot for the movie I Love You Man. So, my opinion on this movie. So, um, yeah, I watched this movie last week, and I actually thought this movie was pretty funny. It's kind of a bit stupid though, I will admit, but well, stupid in a good way. I could tell you that. It's pretty funny, and once and pretty much good jokes. It kind of has some predictable scenes and humor, but yeah, it's really funny, especially about what you can expect in a goofy comedy like that one. Um, but the main reason why I really wanted to watch that movie though is because one of my favorite rock bands of all time, which is the band Rush. Yes, uh, Rush appears in this movie. There's the scene in the movie where um, Pete and his girlfriend and Sydney go to that Rush concert where they see Geddy Lee, Alex Lifeson, and Neil Peart performing. Yeah, that's actually my favorite part of the movie, and as a lot of you may know, I'm a huge Rush fan. I love the band Rush so much, and that's actually the main reason why I want to check out that movie because uh, uh, they Rush is pretty much referenced in the movie, and what's really interesting in the movie is that Jason Segel's character Sydney is actually a, a big fan of Rush because he introduces Peter to his drum set and his Rush posters, especially that Rush 2112 poster. And then later we get that montage scene where Peter and Sydney perform Rush's hit song Tom Sawyer. And then later on in the movie, Peter introduces his girlfriend to the band Rush when he introduces her to another one of Rush's hit songs, Limelight. Yeah. And oh yeah, and another thing I liked about the movie is that Lou Ferrigno makes a cameo in the movie, and we actually later get this really hilarious scene where Jason Segel's character gets in a big fight with Lou Ferrigno. Yeah, that was a really funny scene. Wasn't really expecting that at all, but it was also really funny. And believe it or not, some of you actually might be shocked about this, but this is actually not a joke. I actually once saw Lou Ferrigno in person at a convention once. Yeah, I'm not joking. I felt it was a pretty good experience. I never actually got to see a celebrity in a convention. But yeah, Lou Ferrigno was actually the guy I once walked past by at a convention. I did not get to talk to him though, but I actually saw him at a convention, which was a pretty fun experience for me. But yeah, and next time if I actually saw Lou Ferrigno again, I would definitely want him to sign his name on my DVD of this movie, since of course he's in this movie. But yeah, overall, I have nothing else to say about the movie I Love You Man. Like, if you're a big Rush fan like I am, or if you like Paul Rudd and Jason Segel, or if you're a fan of the TV sitcom called How I Met Your Mother, which is of course the sitcom Jason Segel starred in, yeah, I think you'll have a good time watching I Love You Man. It's silly, but a really fun and enjoyable comedy in a really good way. So, for my final rating of I Love You Man, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 stars. A pretty funny movie from 2009. Thank you all for watching and listening to my review on I Love You Man. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is me saying, peace out.